Good morning, Gator family, and welcome back to Gator Pack TV. Today is Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. I'm Kamari Carson.
And I'm Destiny Flowers. This week at Henry D. Perry, we are celebrating Black History Month, and we have a lot on the agenda for you. But before we jump into the fun stuff, there are a few things you need to hear.
But of course, we need to start off with the weather.
Good morning, Gators. My name is Grady Taylor, and today we're expecting a high of 81 degrees. With a 6% chance of rain in the evening, also temperatures are expected to dip as low as 73 degrees today. For the rest of the week, weather conditions will be mostly sunny and partly cloudy throughout Sunday. We can expect the sun to rise at 6:54 a.m. and set at 6:16 p.m. I'm Grady Taylor, your Gator Pack meteorologist, and back to you.
Students, the PERT Math Review will take place today, Tuesday, February 22nd through the 24th. The review will begin at 9:30 a.m. The test will be administered on Friday, February 25th at 9:45.
Tomorrow, February 23rd, be sure to wear your HBCU attire in Greek letters. This Thursday, February 24th, there will be a multicultural taste fest for all students and staff. The food explosion will take place during lunchtime.
And Friday is Ethnicity Day. Faculty and staff, please wear your clothing that is symbolic and traditional to your culture.
As we celebrate Black History Month, there will be a door and poster contest. Teachers, with your second period class, decorate your class door or poster with this year's theme.
Celebrating African American contributions to Florida history, 2 winners will be selected, 1 main and 1 off. Good luck.
Are you on track to graduate this year and have less than 7 credits to complete? If you answered yes to these questions, you may be eligible to participate in our Marine Apprenticeship program for marine mechanics and maintenance. Please see Mr. Lanier in the Media Center for more information today. There will be a meeting for basketball open gym on Wednesday, February 23rd, the last 15 minutes of 7th period.
Attention students and staff, ID badges must be worn around your neck, visible at all times. Badges will be required to enter the school. If you do not have a badge, please see security in the cafeteria.
If you are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19, received a positive test, or have come in contact with someone who has tested positive, please stay home in order to stop the spread. Please check Canvas for any class assignments. Wearing a mask is strongly encouraged.
Students, you must attend class every day in order to earn credits. No students will be allowed on campus after 11 unless you are escorted by a parent or a guardian. This also is a reminder that you must be 18 and older to sign yourself out. No signing out during lunch, first period, last 15 minutes of class, or after 3:30. Testing for FSA ELA writing retakes begin today, February 22nd. Testing for FSA ELA reading retakes begins on February 28th. Please tune in every week for up-to-date testing information.
All graduating seniors who want to return to their home high school must be cleared for graduation by Friday, April 29th. Withdrawals will not be granted after May 1st. Students who record themselves destroying school property and post it on TikTok will face strict disciplinary consequences and potential criminal charges. Students, backpacks, large purses, and book bags are not allowed on campus. All students are subject to be searched at any time. Academy students must wear uniforms daily. High school students, you must adhere to the Broward County dress code policy. Ladies, no revealing clothing or clothing that expose the torsos are allowed. Gentlemen, please make sure your pants are worn at waist level. Hoodies, bandanas, and hats are also not allowed. Students, make sure you are following classroom rules. Cell phones and headphones are not to be used during class time. Breaking news. Last week, the trial for the state of Florida versus Jordan Brooks came to an end as jurors could not reach a unanimous verdict.
Gator Pack TV reporter has been covering this case for us. He's live outside of Henry D. Perry Courthouse with new developments.
Kamari and Destiny, this all came down to one juror. Throughout the morning, the jury requested to see the judge multiple times, explaining that they were simply not in agreement when it came down to culpable negligence. They were hopelessly deadlocked and nothing was going to change a lone juror's mind, leading to today's outcome. As the judges declared a mistrial, state attorneys Elizabeth Lucanese and Kanaya McGregor shared their reactions with us after the trial.
Personally, I agree with the first half of manslaughter, which was not guilty. I do not agree with vehicular homicide.
Okay.
I wish they would have chose not guilty.
Personally, I disagree because I do think that Jordan Brooks was guilty of vehicular homicide and manslaughter.
We spoke with a juror and this is what she had to say.
My verdict was not guilty because for me, I don't think there was like sufficient evidence, like concrete evidence that he was negligent. So that is how I based it on, based on the evidence that was presented.
Okay.
He was a friendly person, he was a conscious person. And I also looked at the relationship that he had with Riley. They were friends, they weren't enemies. So even though they were rival on social media, in life they were friends, and a friend don't deliberately hurt another person.
Aaron Miramar, Tavares Pinto, GPTV News.
Thank you for that report.
Here's Ms. Nicole to explain what a hung jury means.
So basically what a hung jury is, it means that the jury was deadlocked. What that means is that the jury did not reach a unanimous agreement on the verdict that they are choosing to render. So meaning that some of the people in the jury basically decided that the person was guilty, some decided that they were not guilty, or some could not come to a guilty or not guilty conclusion at all. For the prosecution and defense, this basically means that they get the opportunity to retry the case. So with that, the judge would declare mistrial and the case would be retried, and there would be an entirely new jury selected. While the jury was deliberating, the jury needed further clarification on what is culpable negligence. And culpable negligence is basically recklessness. So it's more reckless than an ordinary person would be. I use the example that if you leave your house in one way, you should return in that same way if you are in company or accompanied by someone else. So if you left with friends in a certain way, you should come back after your friends in that same manner in which you left. Anything other than that that's going to cause you great bodily harm or death could be considered culpable negligence. There will be a retrial. With that, for that duration, he or she would be held in custody if they are in custody. With that, they will be in whatever custody that they're in. If they're in custody of officials or if they're not in custody, they are not technically free at that moment, but they are going to be allowed to retry that process.
Those are all the announcements for this week. Be sure to tune in for next week's show. Remember, if you see something, say something.
And be sure to give a smile because you're guaranteed to get one back.
Later, Gators!